Hi, Dylan.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you today?
I'm good.
That's good to hear. So, thank you so much for joining the Business Edmonton Business Show. My goal with this show is to highlight some of the small to medium-sized businesses in the city, offer some exposure for you, and kind of get some different content than what I'm usually doing on my YouTube channel. So, thank you so much for your time today, Dylan.
No worries. Not like we're doing much anyway, just sitting at home.
Exactly. So I wanted to ask, what made you get into the photography slash videography business? I looked at your Instagram page and it's pretty interesting, and I just wanted to get an understanding of what drove you to this industry.
Well, I actually created a video. It's on our channel and our website, and it kind of explains where I kind of started, where it kind of came from.
Okay.
And really, my passion started when I was just a little kid. I would always, take my mom or dad's phone, and I was like making some funny videos, and take pictures, and all just kind of started from there. And then eventually, like a couple of years ago, I said, okay, like I really like this. I want to take it to the next level. And I said, well, why don't I create a business? And a whole bunch of people basically laughed at the beginning, but after a few years now, people are like, oh, wow, you actually did it. You actually are taking it seriously. And then here I am. I'm just kind of doing what I really like to do.
That's great. And how long have you been in business for?
Just 2 years, just the 2 years from when I started. I've always been fascinated by money and how it works. I've took, some courses and stuff, but I kind of just 2 years ago, I kind of just said, let's try it out. And then here it came.
That's great. And are you Edmonton native, or were you born in a different part of Canada?
I was just born in St. Albert, so just outside of Edmonton.
Okay, that's great. So I know that you seem a bit young. Maybe you might have good genetics. I was wondering if you are a student or what school you went to here in Edmonton.
I actually am a student. I'm actually 16.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
wow.
I'm not the average teenager. I really wanted to do something that a lot of them don't and take it really seriously. And I wanted to develop something before I leave high school, because everyone leaves high school and then they don't know what to do with their life, or they're like, now my journey is going to begin. But I wanted to start it before I left and say, okay, if I develop the business now, by the time I leave, I should have something good, something that's working. And of course, I'm going to apply for other schools. I'm thinking NAIT and stuff as a backup option. But if this goes really well, then that's probably what I'm going to pursue.
Oh, that's a great idea. So I took a look at your Instagram page. It's really diverse. I see that you take photos of couples, and then I've seen some interior design, potentially with some realtors. What kind of people gravitate to your business, or what kind of customers are you looking for in 2020 and beyond?
We're really trying to reach real estate agents more into that space. I've done a couple like wedding pictures, and then I took some pictures of my family while I'm for vacation, just add to the portfolio, update the skills. But we're really trying to build a business just on real estate. We want to offer real estate agents one company and one person to deal with. We want to say we offer indoor and outdoor photography and videography. We want to also open doors to drone photography. We want to offer 360 tours, RMS, which is Residential Measurement Standard. So I'm educating myself slowly on RMS, and but everything else we do own: the 360 cameras, the drones. We do it all. It's kind of hard to get them business in, and a lot of agents, they've been working with photographers for years, and that is totally fair. I would not recommend them leaving, because they're probably really good. They're probably better than us. They've been in the game way longer, but they should really try to start to expand into videos, because a lot of them say, well, I just got photos, but everyone knows you can tweak a photo. I mean, I could take a photo of my house and put mountains behind it or a beach behind it just in 5 minutes in Photoshop. So videos and 360 tours really show the place as it is, and because when people are buying it, they're like, I want to know what I'm exactly moving into, And so that's what we're really trying. We're just trying to get a client basis of real estate agents. It's definitely pretty hard. We're cold calling. I was out today because I'm doing another summer business I started for detailing cars and cleaning cars. And as I was out in the neighborhoods, I found some signs for realtors that I'm going to contact. So we're definitely doing a lot of cold calling. It's not very good, but not a lot of them come to us. It's kind of like you go to them or you don't get the business at all. You really have to follow up and keep following up because they're busy, and it's a hard space to get into, but I won't give up. We're gonna keep trying.
That's great. I'm glad that you have the momentum and you're driven. I mean, most 16-year-olds right now, they're, playing on TikTok and they're playing video games, but you have that entrepreneurial spirit, and that's great to see, especially with the Generation Z that's coming up. So drones are quite exciting. I was actually at the Muted several weeks ago, trying to film some videos to share with you and my audience, and I saw a drone above my head, and I had to pretend as if it wasn't there. But what exactly do you plan on doing with drones as far as real estate? Like, do you think you're going to expand it to more than real estate? Like, what exactly do you have planned for that?
Well, drones definitely offer a whole new perspective on how you kind of see the world. When we first got ours and I took it outside for the first time and I flew it above my neighborhood, I kind of looked at the picture or the video and I said, wow, like I live here. This is my neighborhood. I didn't realize like how big it was. And you can just fly over all these houses and you're like, it just adds a whole nother layer and transitioning that you can use in your videos. So in real estate, if you're videoing like a multi-million-dollar home or a commercial property or something with a lot of land, people want to see that land. Like if people say it's like the amount of square feet it says, people are like, well, how do I know? But with drone photos and videos and you're flying over or in the pictures and people can see them, people are like, wow, that's like really big or that's really nice. It just adds another level that you can't get to, that the human eye can't really see. And it kind of just shows how big that place really is, really trying to sell it. And that's what we're planning on doing with it. That it adds a whole nother like perspective. It's quite amazing, to be honest. If no one's ever really flown one, or I definitely recommend it because it's just a whole nother level.
Right. I absolutely agree. And it's quite interesting to see them up in the air. And I'm glad that you were able to, invest in some new technology, because technology is the future. And as far as clients are concerned, are you more focused on residential property, or are you also open to commercial property?
We're more residential, more just like houses and stuff, not really like big buildings. We could offer services for apartments. We could do photos and videos for apartments. But as for like RMS, which we haven't like specialized in yet because it's kind of a complicated thing for houses, we definitely can offer that for commercial properties. But we could definitely offer photos or videos or 360 tours. It all depends on the space. If it's like a warehouse kind of thing, I don't think anyone would really want any videos, but maybe they want some drone footage or a 360 tour that people can go through. But houses, I definitely recommend going with it all. It really helps sell the whole thing.
Okay, that's great. I think somebody might have joined in.
Yes,
G8.
that should be my business partner, Gurjot.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. My name's Makeda Waterman. I started this new show called the Edmonton Business Show. And Dylan and I, we chatted several weeks ago, and I'm trying my best to feature different kind of businesses to provide some spotlight. We're here in this quarantine and just trying to get like a better understanding of who you guys are and what you do. So can you introduce yourself and tell me how you joined Dylan with your venture?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Gurjot Hoti, and this business started, I think it was last year. There was a junior achievement program. Me and Dylan were in the same business. We were selling these deodorant packages to freshen up anything that smelled odorous. So during this, he approached me about a film business because we both had a similar interest in film, and he said, "Do you want to join in with me?" And I thought it'd be a good idea to join him and explore our passion for filmmaking together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I asked Dylan earlier, are you from Edmonton? Are you from Toronto? Like, you seem kind of Toronto-ish. I'm not too sure.
I'm from Edmonton.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, yeah, I was asking him about the business. He was telling me that you guys have more of a focus on residential property and you're looking to uh, connect with realtors. Did you want to add anything else to, anything specific that you're looking for as far as like a target audience and what you hope to accomplish with your company?
Uh, with our target audience, it can be almost like anyone who has a video needs, we're willing to fulfill it for them. So if a local business needs a commercial, because there's a lot of commercials that happen on television, but we like to make local commercials. Local commercials aren't done a lot, and I think those are skills we have our skills and we can apply them to a local commercial, promote businesses in our local area. We can do anything. We can film birthdays, of course, realtors, houses, and we can film for local businesses.
Yeah, Dylan was mentioning before about the drone technology. I think that's quite interesting. Did you want to add any points to that?
Yeah, the drone technology is awesome. It's very professional. It makes for very professional videos when you see an overhead shot of a house or a backyard or anything. It just adds a level of professionality to the videos that I think our audience really enjoys.
And how are you two handling the quarantine? I'll go first with you, Dylan. How are you guys taking it? I know you guys are pretty young, but how has it been for you and your family?
I mean, it's definitely been probably easier than people who rely on their business because obviously we still live at home and we got school. So there's things that we definitely don't have to worry about. We know that are happening, but we don't have to pay taxes or anything like that, food for the housing. But my family definitely has been affected by it because my stepdad actually works as a doctor, a physician in the hospital. So he's out there, doing his thing. And it's kind of, like, wow, like someone's actually, we've got people in my family who are going out and risking their lives to help others. And it just, it's kind of crazy, but we know that it's something that no matter what happens in life, you have to keep going through. You can't just give up, because as soon as you give up, you can't be successful. The people who made it are the ones who worked hard and they didn't stop for whatever was thrown in their way. It's like when you fall off your bike and you get back up and you keep riding. You don't just get up and then leave and never ride again. That's you can't conquer the fear. You need to kind of like build that strength. So I think it definitely affects us in the market. Obviously is down a little bit, and that's what we want, and people have to watch their money, but we're just going to keep moving forward.
Right. And how about you? How are you doing? How are you taking it? Are you staying productive these days?
Yeah. There's obviously online school. Dylan and I are both in high school, it's a it's good to start early in a business. So it's good to balance online school and also this business. I think it's been a good learning experience on balance, because balance is a very important aspect in life. You have to balance the things that you have to attend to, and I think I learned a lot from this business. So we've been trying to be productive as possible. Yeah.
That's great. So we're coming down to the next 5 minutes. And did you want to share anything with my, I guess, audience or your audience? Is there anything else that you want to let the Edmonton business community know about you and what you have to offer?
I can definitely add something. I think people shouldn't underestimate people of younger ages, because when people think teenagers, they think, wow, they're just partying and doing stuff. To be honest, I've never even been to a party. It's never crossed my mind. I'd rather do something else more productive. And why spend hours at the party when I can do a business at home? Since social interaction is very important, and I make sure I hang out with my friends, but with the right group of people and during the daytime, and then I can focus on other things. But people shouldn't like always, there's that stereotypical, like they're always like racing or just partying and all that kind of stuff. But we're not all the same. I mean, we're all different. Every single person is different in their own unique way, but not all teenagers, are out there doing all that stuff. Some people are actually really trying to do stuff. And I think giving anyone a shot, at something, you'd be surprised of what they can really do. So I think don't underestimate age. I think that's very, it's not the right thing in this day and age. You know, it's very, yeah.
And how about you, Virgil? What do you think about that? Or what would you like to add?
Yeah, I think it's just important for any young people out there, if you do have an idea or you do have a passion, just go for it. Like, there's a lot of restrictions that are placed on people, like they're expected to do something, but in reality some people have other things that they want to do, and you only have this one shot, and it's just best to go for what you love and just really work on it.
I absolutely agree with you, Dylan. Last year, I did a bit of work for blogging, and I had to do a lot of research on your age group. And the feedback that came back was that you guys are actually more entrepreneurial than millennials and baby boomers. And because you guys grew up with social media and technology, you're going to be the next generation that really takes startups and tech and different industries to the next level. And I agree with you. All the adults or the non-teenagers that are watching this, Generation Z, they hold the power. They hold purchasing power. They are forward thinking, and they're really great with technology. And I agree with you both. Just because you have a student that comes out of school and offers a product and service, they actually might be more thought provoking and further ahead than somebody that's older, because they're not capped. They're not capped to what the older people have to deal with. So keep that in mind, Edmonton community. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Dylan and Gurjo. I thank you so much for your weekend. You could be doing a million other things, but you decided to chat with me. I will share this on my YouTube channel and all of my social platforms. And everybody else, thank you again for watching the Edmonton Business Show. Stay tuned, and if you want to be on the show, let me know. Have a great day. Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.